Hello guys, it's me again, KillSwitch from EOS 5, God's Raving, and today I will show you the basic and advanced talents, refine plan, X selection of the Soul Dancer class for player versus environment and player versus player level 90 to 99. I researched a lot for this guide and I just want to say thank you to Hayde. So he is one of the best soul dancers here in this server. I have learned a lot from him. So again, thank you for all of the information that you have given me. So let's start. For the first plan, player versus environment, let's start with the basic talents. Sea level talent, ballet in the snow. Increases the damage of ice glare shock by 35%, but it will not have heal anymore. And the damage of the 5th ice glare shock will increase to 100% and will freeze the enemy for 3 seconds. B level talent, dance with the swans. When you use face shock inside the area of Azure Mark, face shock will increase the damage by 30%. So when you use Azure Mark, and you went inside the area of the Azure Mark and then use face shock, it will increase the damage by 30%. A level talent, Fallen Glacier. During time expansion, when using ice glare shock to an enemy, it will reduce the cooldown by 1 second. S level talent, Mimir Spring. When using light beacon, it will decrease the cooldown of your skills and your allies within 10 meters by 40% for 20 seconds. This can be used once every 2 minutes. So that's it for the basic talents. For the deep talent, level 5 time acceleration to increase your CDR. Level 4 water mastery. When using ice glare shock, it will increase water attack for 3 seconds. Level 5 double impact. Ice glare shock has a chance to retrigger on hit. Level 5 Might of the Doppelganger. Gemini deals additional damage, so your twin will deal additional damage. Level 5 Encourage, deal increased damage within 5 of Gemini. I am not very sure if this is within 5 meters of Gemini. Maybe it will increase your damage if you are close to your Gemini. Blessing, level 2, Recall Light gives healing bonus. And last, level 4 Drive, time expansion increases endurance recovery for 12 seconds by 80%. So this is very useful. I prioritize Drive more than Blessing because I find the heal of the Soul Dancers very low. Even with Blessing max out, the heal will still be not that efficient. For the refine plan, always use Dragon Slayer for player versus environment. X selection, for all of the builds we will use always use light beacon. For the X skill, will depend on your preference. Again, as always, for me, it is Scorch. Let's go to the next build for 1v1, player versus player. Everything will be the same, C level talent, A level talent, S level talent, except B level talent. Law of time. When time expansion is active, using time lock will reduce time lock's cooldown by 8 seconds. So you can use this more often. But it will also depend on your opponent. If your opponent is an Blade Master, better use Dance with the Swans, because you can CC Blade Masters with their Void. So for the deep talent, will be almost the same except for the blessing. Instead of putting points in the blessing talent, deep talent, we will use the points here in weak. Transformation reduces enemy endurance by 50% level 2. So again, better max out drive than weak, because most of the time enemies are using super armor. Refine plan, always use Warmonger. Warmonger for player versus player. Again, always use Warmonger for player versus player. X selection, as I said, light beacon. And for the X skill, Scorch for more damage. Holy Judgment can also be used for 1v1. And the Vortex build for from the last video I posted to annoy the enemy. So you can spam time lock. So that's it for 1v1. For group player versus player, for the talents, for the basic talents, everything will be the same except B level talent. Low key streak. Which keys will polymorph another one target? So using this duck skill, you will turn another player into duck when you have this talent. But this effect is not valid on the witch keys of the Gemini. And also, polymorph targets have their physical defense and magical defense further reduced by 10%. So this is very useful in group player versus player. So deep talent will be the same as the 1v1 deep talents. As always, refine plan, Warmonger for player versus player. Again, for player versus environment, Dragon Slayer. For player versus player, when you are fighting against another player, use Warmonger. As always, light beacon. So that's it for the plan guide for the Soul Dancer class. Next video will be the rotation and some tips I have learned also from Hayde. So if you have questions and suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.